Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. Now this is a Pz.Kpfw 38H735F. It's a Tier 2 German premium light tank that was only available for a short period of time back in 2012 and 2013. So if you have one, you've actually been in the game for a long time, a very long time. Now, it's a rather unusual replay, and I've actually frozen the battle at the start to give a little preamble about the 38H, because many of you may not have seen it and may not know about it. Well, it's called the Mini Mouse, that is its nickname, and the reason it's called the Mini Mouse is because it's like its Tier 10 brother, the real mouse. It's got very high OP armor. It hasn't got a very powerful gun. It's only got a 37mm gun, which is the same as on the French models. But the Germans took a whole load, 600 Hotchkiss 39 French light tanks, and they converted them. They added more armor, they made them tougher, and this is what you got instead, the Pz.Kpfw 3875. Now this battle is very brief, so I think you'll probably enjoy it, and we'll let the battle start. You're on the north spawn of mines, and the commander of the tank is Pz.Kpfw, or Pz.Kpfw, and he's in my clan, so I know he's a good player, and he is a member of What Arty Noobs. And he sent this replay, and it is rather funny because it's so quick and because of the amount of damage that's thrown at him. Oh dear. Well, let's have a look. After this battle, he did tell me he did feel rather dirty and had to take a cold shower. I'm not surprised. Okay, battle has started, and he's away. And you can see that two of his platoon are headed off onto the island, and several other tanks are joining them. And we see them disappearing into the distance. Oh! Somebody just went off explosively, and I think it was a tank down there. And I suspect that MS was responsible because he's just team damaged somebody else and turned blue. Right, Pz.Kpfw is headed towards the hill. And looks like the enemy have made it onto the hill already. He fires that M2 light, who's making an almost YOLO run into the north area, and he's managed to block all of the shots fired at him. And the M2 has been hit, and he's taken out, so he's got a kill. And he's going after the rest of them, and he's firing the LOL tractor now, or Leica tractor, or light tractor. And there's another LOL tractor, and he's receiving fire. And the enemy, despite all these shots, are not able to penetrate him, and he just takes out a medium one. And they're firing through the gaps, and they're doing everything they can to try and destroy him, but not one of their shells has penetrated his armor. All they've been able to do so far is track him. And another shell bounces off the tracks. And that LOL tractor doesn't want to get shot, so he's pulling back behind the rock. And you can see his platoon mates are actually at the south area of the map already. And he's being fired on now from the hill itself. And he's suffered his first real damage from the T2 medium and the Panzer II. And he's now at the point of getting a steel wall. And he takes out the Panzer II. And it's just that T2 to kill. In fact, there's only 3 enemy left. And he's still being fired upon. And shells bouncing off his hull. And he puts a shot into the T2. One more shot needed. Will he pull out? And Pz.Kpfw's moving forward to take the kill. Comes round the corner. Oh, and the T2 is taken out by the UC2 pounder. And that's the end of the battle. It was just so brief, so short, but so satisfying. And I'm sure that now the cold shower awaits him. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. Well, it was a second-class tank. He also picked up a duelist for killing 2 tanks that damaged him during the battle, which would be the Panzer II and the T2, because none of the others really damaged him at all. He also picked up a fighter badge for getting at least 4 kills. He got 5, a 5 for effect for doing more damage than the hit points for his own vehicle, a shell proof for having the total damage of his vehicle blocked, or rather his armour block all of the hit points, the damage that would have destroyed his tank. Sorry, I didn't say that correctly, but it says have total damage blocked by armour exceed the hit points of your vehicle. Yes, well, what it means is that they fired more damage at him than it would be needed to actually kill him, and it just blocked. He also got a cool-headed medal for surviving 10 ricochets, and most of those were from the LOL tractors, who were just bouncing shells off him like mad. And he got a steel wall because the amount of damage he did block was greater than 1,000 hit points. So let's have a look at the team scores. Well, he's right at the top of the damage table with 505 hit points of damage, top of the table for kills with 5, and top of the table when it came to base XP of 817. He fired only 23 rounds, but he got 18 hits and 14 penetrations, did damage of 505 hit points, and all of it was at close range. He received 108 hits during that battle. Only 5 were penetrations, and those were from the T2 and the Panzer II that were on the hill. The rest were all non-penetrations, 103 of them. He blocked damage of 1,513 hit points. He spotted 5 enemy vehicles. He damaged 5 of the enemy but killed 5 of them. Damaged 7 of the enemy, killed 5 of them. And he did damage assistance of 309 hit points. On a premium account, he earned 12,828 credits, and he got 10,000 credits for a mission completion. And after repair and ammunition resupply and consumables, he still had a profit of 16,310 credits. He received 1,226 XP, and it was ×2 for the first victory of the day, and he gets an additional personal missions payout and the premium vehicle tier payout, bringing his total to 3,923 experience points altogether. Now, he actually called this replay True Seal Clubbing, and I actually happen to know that there is a certain individual, a certain streamer, who on occasions takes out 3 of these in a platoon, and it seems almost criminal that they actually then seal club everybody to death, but it's just so funny to watch. So I won't delay Bert the Derp any further. I think he's got a cold shower with his name on it, and I think you need to thoroughly scrub yourself after you are just so dirty now. If you enjoyed this replay, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel, and hopefully it'll be your replay that I'll be featuring in the next video.